Well, tickle my testicles and call me Timmy. I was at Subway the other day, and there's some blue collar worker in front of me wearing like his orange high vis vest so that the drunks that work at his site don't run him over. And he was ordering some basic white person sub with like one olive and a tomato and maybe like some mayo, maybe a little bit of salt. And the worker preparing his sub was a South Asian or East Indian, and if you guys don't know what that means, it's essentially
Thank y'all. Come again.
and it eventually came time for the sub to be wrapped up. Now, this guy was getting very irate that his sub wasn't cut. Now, the sub was cut, because if you get a foot-long sub, usually they cut it in half. But this guy was upset that it wasn't cut all the way to the bottom. There was that little piece of bread that just kind of hangs out there, kind of like the gooch between like your balls and your butthole. It's just like that little stretch of land, you know, we'll call it the Gaza Strip or something. He was just really upset that it just wasn't cut all the way. And the worker had no clue what he's talking about because he's been cutting subs like this forever. I'm pretty sure they're trained to cut subs like that because I've never seen them cut it all the way. Even my bagels, when I get them packaged, always have that little piece of bread that kind of sticks in there. So this guy's getting so upset, he's like, I want it cut. And this guy that probably doesn't speak a lick of English, and if he does, it's not that well, he starts pulling the sub apart. He's like, is this better? Is this better? Is this better? This guy's getting pissed, and I thought for sure this guy was going to stab him. Even worse, expecting him to have his whole sub remade because he just couldn't deal with the sub being cut all the way. So eventually the worker ends up ripping his sub in half. And he's like, well, now there's this little piece of bread in between. You know, that's not what I wanted. And I'm just looking at this guy like, just fucking move on with your life. Just cut it yourself when you get home. Just eat that little nibble of bread. And I'm thinking to myself, like, how can you be this angry over your sub not being cut all the way to the bottom? Like, was there some sort of trauma in your past life? It's like, bro, did you have like a botched like foreskin operation or something like that, and like half your foreskin is still attached but the other half is like gone? Like, did you just have some dangly flap of meat on the tip of your penis or something? Like, what is going on, bro? Like, we're talking about subs here, we're talking about cutting it. But yeah, I don't even think this dude was upset about a sub. I think his penis is just messed up.